Vice Admiral Peter Neffenger is the TSA administrator. Admiral, it's nice to have you here. Good morning.
Good morning, Matt. Thank
Tom
you.
set it up pretty well. There are a lot of things frustrating people right now. One of the things that frustrates the traveling public is these lines didn't develop overnight. Somebody had to see this coming with low fares, attracting more travelers, with people taking things through screening sites that they weren't taking through in years past, and with staffing problems. Did you do enough to avoid the problems when you first saw them coming?
Well, as you know, when I came in last summer, we were on the heels of we were in a real crisis, and it was generated by the Inspector General test that went public. So we had to get better at our mission, and we really focused on that. I knew that in doing that, it was going to cause the lines to back up. And why is that? Because we had to slow down a bit. We weren't paying close enough attention, and I shifted a lot of people back into the standard lines, following an unsafe practice of moving people in.
And I think that's the other big part of this, that people might not mind waiting in a line if they didn't also read that when federal inspectors went in there, those screening tests failed 95% of the time. Just kind of adds insult to injury, doesn't it?
Well, as I said, we had to get better at our mission, and I wanted to focus on this. This is a critically important mission, and we're in a pretty high threat environment too. So you want to make sure that you can do the thing that you're hired to do, which is to protect the aviation system.
It's life and death, and something I read, Admiral Neffenger, that worried me. There have been reports coming from within your agency that on occasions when employees of yours talk about security breaches or report security breaches, that in some ways they're punished for it. They're reassigned or transferred. That can't happen. If you're asking the general public, if you see something, say something. You can't have TSA employees afraid to see something and say something.
I agree completely. And one of the things I've been trying to do over the past year that I've been here is a fundamental transformation of the way we think internally, the way we treat our people, and the way we encourage people to come forward. It's unacceptable to take action against people who are just trying to bring forward good ideas.
Will you guarantee that will not happen in the future?
It will not happen. And in fact, I've made a lot of changes to our personnel policies and practices, and I spend a lot of time reaching out to people to understand what's going on.
A lot of people go to the airport, they see your agency. I mean, it's a federal agency that everybody sees, and a lot of times they wonder, would it just be easier if a private company came in here and did this work? What's your argument to that?
Well, let me start by saying that I think that the security of this nation is a national responsibility. It's a federal responsibility. So no matter how you do it, you need federal oversight of the system to ensure consistency and ensure high standards. We currently have a system that allows an airport to request a private contractor. It's important to remember that contractor is still contracted to the TSA, to the federal government, and that goes back to that need to have federal oversight.
You got to be able to pay people more, don't you? I mean, the average TSA worker makes about $30,000 a year. That's about the same as a manager at McDonald's. Nothing against the people at McDonald's, but shouldn't a guy or a woman responsible for keeping a bomb, a gun, or a knife off a plane be paid more? And does Congress need to loosen up the purse strings so you can pay these people more?
Well, first, thank you for recognizing the front line. That's some of the most dedicated people I've seen, and they deserve our thanks every time we see them.
Do they deserve more money?
And I'd like to see pay and benefits reform across the whole system.
Are the airlines doing enough? I know the DHS secretary asked for airlines to waive those checked baggage fees, the theory being if people check more bags, the lines will go faster, and essentially they said no thanks. Do they need to step up?
Well, actually, I've been working very closely with the airlines, with all of the major U.S. airlines, and they've done a tremendous amount to help us in recent weeks. Hiring contract staff to carry out non-related or non-security related duties, things like running the bins back and forth, and helping people, remember to take the right things off as they move across the checkpoint lines.
But if they drop those fees, would lines get shorter?
What I'm focused on is getting people moving efficiently through. I think that if they could help us enforce the 1+1 rule, that's very important, because if you can reduce pressure at the checkpoints, that makes a big difference.
With all due respect, if they drop those first bag fees, would the lines get shorter?
I don't know that there's a direct correlation between that, but I do know that there's a direct correlation between people carrying prohibited items through a checkpoint and slowing down the checkpoint.
We're out of time, but just give it to us straight, okay? The flying public is watching. Should they expect these long lines to continue? Should they, for this summer, come 2 or 3 hours early?
we're going to see record travel volume this summer again. We're on track to screen maybe 100 million more people this year than we did in 2013. But that said, we've put a lot of measures in place. We're really focusing on the problem. Most airports are pretty good. It's really the top 20 airports where you see the biggest challenge, and we're putting a lot of resources into those airports. And I hope you'll see long lines, but you'll move efficiently through the system.
Admiral, you're good to join us this morning. A lot of people counting on you and your employees. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.